This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Volunteers will kick it away, start us off. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The receiver grabs it. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Now it's second down here.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. With the catch, it's White. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Grab down the middle. It's Reed. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
6-9-1, Gator score.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to the front. It's a screen. Touchdown, Dogs. A great catch and run for 6. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They call the draw play here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play called. And the Vols pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Duggar. Here's a throw underneath the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Snags it with throw. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Here comes the bunch formation. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Tennessee.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defense is coming after him. It's a wide receiver screen. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Scanning the field. It's Duggar. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
The Vols will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense... Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Offense on the field to take over. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Back to throw. It's Duggar. Touchdown, Vols, as they put 6 more on the board. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes the lead 14-7.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, we're going to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick catch over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Wilder. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Third down and a mile. Looking to throw for it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Grabbed by the receiver. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Three receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on second and inches. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harrison. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Duggar. Back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty mark, so let's check out that. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Second down play coming up. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now operating in empty. Scanning the field. It's Duggar. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And they'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Picks up the first and still running. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. And there's the handoff. Boom. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Can he get there on the ground? They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
And the Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
He keeps it on the design run. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. To throw, it's Duggar. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. To the air. It's Duggar. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle, but first down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And the Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Butler. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass is caught. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Gain of 15. First down for the offense.
The Vols are going to cash in here in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. A quick throw out left, complete. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. To pass. It's Duggar. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move now. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing off play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Leaning on the run game here. He breaks free. Will not be brought down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To throw, it's Duggar. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15.
Let's go.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Pass rush closing in.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep for late-game heroics. That deep shot is hot for a big game. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But it could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for 2. Try to win it right here. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. And now the critical extra point attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. The offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the 1st down play. Dropping back. It's Duggar. Now rolling out to his left. Escapes the pocket. Passes the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. using his legs. It's Riley. The Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So here comes a challenging third down conversion attempt for this offense, trying to keep the sticks moving and avoid making a fourth down decision. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now the offense will spend a timeout to get organized before this critical play coming up. So here we go. Fourth and short in overtime. This offense taking a risk. Can they convert here? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense will set up first and goal here in this first overtime. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So we're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
What a job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal?
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Uh-oh, a possible disaster right here, an empty possession. There's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive in overtime. Now you got to hope to keep the opposition from putting any points up on the board to stay alive in this one.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. On the ground, it's Butler. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
So now it's 3rd and short. If they can't make the first down, want to at least position the ball for a game-winning field goal attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
Offense comes to the line here on 1st and goal. They're not sending out the kicker yet for a game-winning field goal try. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. It's good! An overtime game winner.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.